This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 15. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 15, is that I came across this AI overview from an article. And basically, I just typed in NYC homeless similar to Great Depression. And the AI overview confirmed it. All right. And I forgot which article I found the source from, but I decided just to type it in and, to try to find it. And lo and behold, the AI overview pretty much confirmed what I was looking for. So there's really no point to even look any further. And of course, on the right-hand side, they give you articles to back up the AI overview. But the point is, man, you clearly see that things are bad in this country, especially in the major cities, all right, like New York City. In fact, all right, New York City could be the cook-off for civil unrest, all right, because of, all right, the numerous amount of homeless people, okay, the and what's causing this, all right, the unaffordability to afford a place to live, all right. So this could be a cook-off place, and hey, this is necessary. We need it. But who's to blame? That's the question. Who is to blame for this? All right? Yes, we're gonna say it. The so-called white man, Esau Edom, starting with the international bankers, okay? All right? If you want to know who the international bankers are, okay, for the most part, they are the JJs, the 1948ers, the small hats, okay? Those that stole our identity, okay? Start with the southern kingdom, all right? Judah, okay? Because the real Jews are the so-called Negroes, all right? West Indians, all right? And Haitians, all right? And you got these JJs, these 1948ers, these small hats, claiming to be, all right, for the most part, the southern kingdom, all right? So we clearly see that judgment is coming for this place. Now, what's so interesting is that I also typed this out. Which country has the most wealth concentrated, all right, in the world? AI overview, once again, doing the legwork. They make their own tongue fall upon themselves. The United States has the most wealth concentrated among industrial nations, with the richest 1% receiving a much larger share of national wealth and income than any other country. This is why the Lord is going to judge America, Babylon the Great, with fire, man. Because America, all right, is the most greediest country under the sun. All right? The most greediest country under the sun. Okay? They are clearly, all right, robbing the poor, as the scripture says in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 22. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. Right. Okay? Here it is. There's a the homelessness is so high that it's similar to the Great Depression. So technically, New York City's in a Great Depression. So that's going to be the title. It's official. New York City's in a Great Depression. Okay? Due to the unsheltered, okay, people living on the streets. And of course, the overpopulated shelters. Okay? And again, who's to blame? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, starting with the elites. All right, the international bakers, the JJs. Because the average so-called white man, he doesn't have this type of power. All right, let's just keep it 100. The average so-called white man is barely making it too. All right, he's frustrated. That's why he's just getting his guns ready. All right, and whoever starts the sets off the bullets flying, all right, he's gonna chime right in. Okay, and I see it. I see the bullets flying in areas that are going to be in destitute, meaning there will be no bailouts. All right, the municipalities, the local governments will be broke. All right, and pensions will be cut. All right, 401ks will be decimated, and that's when the bullets start flying. Because Esau is going to be like, holy shit. All right, now I gotta. The average Edomite's like, now I gotta rob, steal, and kill. You know, he'll get back into his nature. Same thing with Jake. Well, Jake's always been doing it because Jake had nothing anyway. But and then that's when a lot of Jake are going to be target practice because they weren't preparing themselves for what's to come. A lot of you Jakes, and again in the red states, you ain't ready. In the blue states, you have a fighting chance because a lot of these liberal Edomites don't have guns. A lot of them, all right, are trying to be are passive and just they're just a bunch of weirdos. You know, they're just sucked in. You know, in a weirdo activity, but they're not like that. The Edomites in the red states, for the most part, that are training, that are paramilitary, that are getting ready for all hell to break loose. You know, that's why you got to watch the movie Civil War. Okay, that it came out in 2024 because the movie Civil War, all right, it was in those red states, in those countries areas where they were willing to kill anybody that came through there. Okay, what kind of American are you? Type attitude. We got scriptures for that. Let me stop talking. We're gonna bring that up because we gotta let the scriptures speak. We gotta let the scriptures speak. All right, but we gotta also point out who to blame. The blame goes back to the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. He's a piece of shit. This is why we tell our people, stop trusting this fucking devil, but you still want to trust him. You're going to go down with him. 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right. In America, you're part of this world. So this is also pertaining to you as well. What the hell's going on here? Yep, we got to open this up. More of these damn helicopters. Because I live near where Trump's at, so that's all I hear is helicopters. Because I mean, he's got the damn near the whole look the Secret Service, military. They protected you. Mar-a-Lago's a fortress. There's no way anybody's going in there and touching Donnie. Donnie is being protected to fulfill the will of the Lord. So any of you dumbasses think you're going to touch Donald Trump, you're sadly mistaken. They constantly got helicopters flying over Mar-a-Lago. All right, they are protecting him. They got robo dogs. They got freaking robots. You should do research on the amount of protection Donald Trump has at Mar-a-Lago. And he's doing everything over there. All right? He's going to be there more than he's at the White House. That's what I think. He doesn't like the White House. He never did. Anyway, not to go off on a tangent. Just I heard the helicopter. I hear this all the time, man. 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, swords in their hands. You see? Why is that? 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. Why is that? Okay. Why won't they listen to not just the president? Because when you see kings, you think presidents. It doesn't have to be the president. It could be the mayor. It could be, all right, um, the police chief. Okay? It could be anybody in position of authority. Okay? In that town, in that city. Okay? In the course of their actions shall stand in the power. Right. NYC could easily go into a civil unrest. All that has to happen is the economy to tank. And poof, there you go. People are willing to get graphic. Okay? And New York City is done. A lot of the wealthy people, okay, let's look at, check this out. Wall Street moves to Miami. Yes, financial firms are moving to Miami, which has been nicknamed Wall Street South. Miami's favorable tax policy, warm weather, and growing economy are drawing financial firms from New York and other cities. You see that? Okay? Miami area dubbed Wall Street South. That's right. Okay? New York City is done. All right? It's kaput. And they saw it. They saw the handwriting on the wall. They're like, yep, it's time to go. Okay? You don't think the elites in New York saw this? They're like, holy shit. It's a lot of homeless people in Babylon City. Well, they didn't call it city, they called it New York City, you know. All right, it's time to get the fuck out. All right, because shit could pop off easily here. And that's why you notice a lot of these Jake slayings, for the most part, they're happening in New York City because they want Jake to get graphic. They want Jake to get rioting because, all right, there's not enough places for Jake to live. All right. There's a lack of homes. Okay. There's a lot of substance abuse, mental illness, traumatic events, you name it. It's hard to get a job. So yeah, or hard to get a job that pays to get a house or rent, you know. And that's why, again, let's go back to Proverbs chapter 22, verse 22. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress afflicted in the gate. 23, for the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the souls that spoil them right. Because ultimately, the Lord's going to allow, all right, you rich, all right, piece of shits. If you're not part of the selected group to go into slavery, all right, if you're part of, like, you know, the millionaire club or the billionaire club, the Lord's going to allow, okay, these people to come against you, man. All right, the laborers. What's the scripture that talks about that? The laborers, especially Jake, because really the laborers, really, who's going to rise up, okay, in these inner cities? It's going to be Jake. It's going to be Jake. Where's it at? Job 20 and 16. See if I can find it. Here it is. Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right. When you think he's getting his New World Order, all right. When he, you know, there's a lot of chipping stations. Hey, man, it's going to be hell to break loose, especially in these inner cities. All right. Let's go into the word wicked because you got to go into this word to get a better understanding. Imal. This is an I, this is a ma, this is a la. So imal, which laborer, you see? The laborer, the workmen, right? They're going to get busy, all right? They're going to put in that work. And mainly Jake in these inner cities, okay? But also you could throw in, you know, in these rural areas, in these, what's it called? In these suburban areas. Esau too, all right? But Jake gonna get it in these inner cities. Like, again, like I said, the blue cities, because of the lack of firearms in these major cities, you know, like Chicago, New York City, all right, LA, for the most part. Jake will be able to, all right, to rise up and start purging, for lack of better words, okay? So there you go. Jake gonna release some stress, all right? Because this shit is unacceptable. Look at this shit. It's already set up. And again, The wealth is all concentrated in Babylon the Great. This is how you know America, these Edomites that rule over America are a bunch of greedy piece of shit cocksuckers, man. Okay, first of all, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, known as the book of Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house that covers shame. And you Edomites here in America are attacking this. You're attacking, all right, the average citizens. All right, water, bread, okay, clothing and house. All right, even clothing's all fucked up. The amount of poison in the clothing. Okay, is there? Let's Google this. Is there poison in clothing? Is there poison in the clothing material? Question mark. Yes, some clothing material can contain chemicals that are toxic or hazardous to your health. Look at that. Look at that. You can't make this shit up, man. Lead and chromium used to stabilize the color in synthetic products. These elements could cause cancer and contact, all right, dermatitis if they come to contact with your skin. Active with anti-deodor clothing, printings. Let's see. Oh, forever chemicals. Yup. These forever chemicals can be found in bedding, yoga pants, and other products. Avoid PFAS. Look for PFAS free label on products. All right. Are your clothes making you sick? The Guardian. You can't make this stuff up. So come on, man. And you're attacking. Okay. You evil. Okay. Rich Edomites. Okay. Starting with the international bankers. You are knowingly attacking what people need to. All right, for life. The chief thing, meaning the principal thing for life. And of course, housing, man. People can't even afford to pay their own rent anymore. All right? And this is why judgment has to come. All right? I didn't want to make this too long, but the spirit is moving the way the spirit moves. All right? James chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Right? Okay? And you can apply this to the rich men of America, Babylon the Great. Now, in these scriptures, okay, this is talking about, in the context, all right, these were talking about, all right, rich Israelites, all right, that were hoarding all the wealth, all right, and defrauding their own brother, all right. You see that today amongst these pseudo-Hebrew Israelite camps, all right, nothing new under the sun. But again, we use these scriptures to get on you Edomites because you are now the rich men of this world, especially here in America, Babylon the Great. And the scriptures say what was written aforetime was written for our learning. James chapter 5, verse 1 now. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. 2, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. 3, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days. Right, and these are the last days, so live it up. All right. What does the scripture say? You know what? Let me get that. Rejoice and be glad, right? Where is it at? Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. This is talking about America. America's modern day Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. Right, and you are making yourself naked, all right? All right, all these articles, okay, that are coming out, okay, on how you're oppressing everyone and your unrighteous dealings, all right? It's being revealed and people are waking up, okay? And that's why you're going to be judged in such a harsh way. 22, the punishment of thy iniquities accomplished, O daughter of Zion, right? Zion, in the Hebrew word is to Zion one, which means monument, and this is pertaining to the nation of Israel, okay? Okay, this is pertaining to the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, dwelling here in Babylon the Great, okay? This is our last captivity here in Babylon, all right? This is it. That's why you just need to seek the Lord, man. Repent. We're almost out of here. This place can't sustain itself, man. It's going down in violence. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. Again, this is our final captivity, once again. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Right, and you're going to be judged. Okay, this, you think you can do this shit? Continue on doing this shit? Yeah. Okay. There's a judgment. All right. Back to James chapter 5 verse 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is kept back by fraud. This is definitely talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, with the whole tax system, as well as the what's it called? Paying, all right, peanuts for to do tax that they're supposed to be paid a lot more for. Yeah. All right, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Right. It's one of my favorite scriptures because the Lord is hearing the cries of his people pertaining to the elect. All right. Because elect, the Lord's hearing their prayers, hearing their cries. And we call ourselves the hopeful elect, but we're crying to the Lord to end this place, end this insanity by these videos, by our prayers, okay? The Lord, it's 9:31 p.m. December 9th on a Monday, okay? I'm just one of many brothers that are going into these scriptures, all right? Reading this script, the Lord's words, okay? And showing the the Lord that, hey man, I truly believe, man. I know this place has to be judged. I know you're coming back to judge this place, okay? And I want you to judge this place. You showing me all this stuff, all right? It's just confirming to me, like, yeah, this place got to be judged. This place needs to be taken out, okay? And the water for putting the Spirit on me, the gift of faith to continue to bring out your words through the Spirit and power of you. Because I give it to the Lord. It ain't of man, it ain't of me. All right. So the water. But yeah, man. So, and the Lord's hearing the cries of his elect. Okay. Well, I'm part of it. That's why I say hopeful elect. That's why we see a hopeful elect. All right. Because that's a humble way of saying it. Hopeful elect. We expect to be part of the elect. But we believe through the Spirit, hey, the Lord dealing with us. All right, the Lord got to be dealing with our, all right, with our camp. With Great Millstone from the Apostle Elders on down. Okay. All right, we ain't dealing with those pseudo Hebrew Israelites. All right, look what they're teaching. Look what the time we're living in, and look what they're teaching in the times that we're living in. It's crazy. Which have reaped are entered into ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Right, and when you go into this word Sabaoth, this has nothing to do with the Sabbath. I don't know what camp said this had to do with the Sabbath. No, it doesn't. All right. This is talking about the armies of Israel when you go into it. We'll go into it. Okay. We'll go into it just to confirm that. This is talking about the armies of Israel. Okay. Sabaoth, which means the Lord of the armies of Israel. Right. Lord of Sabaoth. And this is it. The Lord of the armies of Israel. That's it. As those who are under the leadership and protection of the Most High maintain his cause in war. Right. Maintain his cause in war. Exactly. You know what? Let me see something here. Follow along. Is the Lord coming back for war? Oh, there you go. Look, according to many Christian interpretations, well, the real Christians are Israelites. When the Lord returns, second coming, it is described as coming to bring judgment and defeat against evil forces. Right? Who are these evil forces? The elites, starting with the elites, the international bankers, right? The Illuminati, the secret societies. And they're mainly ruled and governed by who? What race of people? What nation of people? The Edomites. All right? Starting with the top family, the Amalekites, which are the JJs and 1948ers, the small hats, right? Which could be seen as a form of war. It is a war, right? but primarily to establish peace and righteousness on earth, not to engage in destructive human-like war. Well, right, because there will be people left after the judgment, all right? The elect will be left, as well as those that are spared, the heathens, to go into slavery, captivity, okay? And that's starting with the elites, all right? The ones that have gotten all the riches, all right? And all the spoils, all right? That's why it's going to be taken away from them, okay? All right? Yep. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's so interesting. All right. And look, look at this. Passages like Revelation 19, chapter 19, verse 11 through 21 often depict this as a decisive victory of the enemies of the Most High, with Yahushua as the conquering leader. Ooh, the AI over you be just throwing them body shots. They're doing all the legwork. All the legwork. Yeah. Yeah, it's going down. Yeah. If you believe in the Bible, hey, the Messiah, who the world only calls Jesus, his name is Yahushua, he's coming back for war. War is in his heart. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm down with it, man. It's time, man. This has got to stop. You know what? We hit it. We hit it, man. We hit the points. I don't want to drag this out too long. All right. One more. James chapter 5, verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, right? This is talking about the Edomites, so-called white race, okay? All right. Starting with the international bankers, all right? The so-called Illuminati, Jesuit order, okay? The Knights Templars, the Rosicrucians, the Demolay, the Knights of the Malta, which you stole a lot of these, all right, secret society names from Jake, because Jake started the secret societies, okay? What else you got? The Freemason weirdos, okay? All right? Skull and Bones. All right, you're all going down, man. The Lord is going to get ya and been wanting. You have nourished your hearts as in the days of slaughter. Right. Let's go to the NLT version. You have spent your years on earth in luxury, satisfying your every desire. You have fattened yourselves for the day of slaughter. Exactly, man. There's a judgment coming, man. All right? All right? Look what you're doing to the people, man. You're oppressing everyone. All right? You clearly see the data. They see the data. You think these fucking rich cocksuckers don't see the data? They don't care. That's why the Lord is going to judge them. They don't have no sympathy for the poor, man. All right? Especially our people. James chapter 5 verse 6. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he does not resist you. Right. Okay, we can't resist you. All right? All we have, all right, is the words of the Lord to bring out. All right? We have no might. We have no power. You know this. And that's why you're going to come with the bullshit narrative, all right? Trying to associate us with some terrorist group or some, radicalization, which radical just means the root, okay? All right, the origin, the root. We're just going back to our roots. We're Israelites. But you hate that we're the Israelites, and we're exposing that you're not the Israelites, that you're the Edomites. And so you're going to come and try to condemn us because you're the devil. And we understand this, all right? So, yeah. But for the brothers and sisters, man, we're almost out of here, man. Something major's going down. This can't sustain itself. Look at this. All right, we're America on NYC. That's the title. Is in a Great Depression. They're writing this. This is facts. All right, this is facts. So that means this can't sustain itself. Something major is about to happen. A lot of violence in the land. A lot of let me finish off on this. A lot of sedition. Right, Second Esdras. All right, back to the 15th chapter, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Why? 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and despoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Can't you see, all right, that all the conditions are set for civil unrest? Okay? And these blue states are going to go crazy. Jake's going to go crazy in these blue states because a lot of these Edomites are not packing. in these blue states, in the major cities. Now, in the red states, Jake going to get mowed down. I see it, man. All right? Jake going to, okay? The Lord is going to have to put spiritual powers on his men in these red states, because these red states, these Edomites do have the upper hand. They have been given all power and authority, all right, to have weapons, to do militia training. All right, the government, the local governments are okay with it. The police officers are involved with it. So, that's why you got to stay prayed up and continue to endure and stay rooted in this truth, man. So, Lord willing, is us edifying. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Ba'kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Clearly, we're at the end. All right, let's just keep pushing. All right, stay prayed up. All right, stay focused. All right, whatever you're going through, just man up. All right, it ain't gonna be too long, man. Like the apostles say, we got months. All right, okay, and hey, if it goes, look, the longer we're here, the more harsh it's gonna get. All right, and that's why you gotta stay rooted in. We got months here. Could be 12 months, could be 42 months, all right? Could be 72 months, all right? Could be 80, 84, 86 months, but we're close. And you see how fast time is speeding, all right? So say we're here another 5 years, it's going to be faster than these 5 years. We're actually technically closer to 2030 than we are 2020, technically, all right? But anyway, and I only say 2030 because that's the elite's agenda. All right? But Lord willing, they have to move faster than their 2030 agenda. Lord willing. So, and for the future that I watch it, keep studying. When you pray, cover, shalom.